Joe Burrow, the Bengals visiting to 28. Huge play by Benford, and sort of a weird one there, slipped away from Burrow. Now the very Superman, first down with his feet. Bills win 39-34, and the Bills, look at this, now occupy the top wild card spot in the AFC ahead of their pivotal meeting with the Patriots this Sunday. Following the Pats game, Buffalo finishes the games against Cleveland, Philly, and the Jets. So this one's really important. Mina, why was that Buffalo offense so effective yesterday?
Well, first, Josh Allen did Josh Allen things. I mean, some of the scrambles, the throw to Shakir that he made on the extended play was just stupid, one-of-one types plays. But I also thought Joe Brady and the offense as a whole did a great job of attacking the Bengals' weaknesses on defense, specifically that young linebacker group. They had a 53% play-action football, didn't try to create explosives when they weren't there, took what was available to them, and obviously it worked out. But yeah, Josh Allen, Winter Soldier mode activated.
No doubt.
And, yeah, it was a
He
good
loves
game.
it, right,
Game
Danny?
plan.
He lives for that.
I love the Winter Soldier. Josh Allen has 34 touchdowns right now. That's second in the NFL behind Matthew
So
Stafford,
crazy.
who leads at 35, who's like the runaway MVP with Drake May. And this is a down year. MK, it feels like for the season we've been trying to figure out what was the Bills' offense going to become. You know, perimeter players, how good are the receivers, the tight ends, can they stay healthy? I really think yesterday, if you could find the perfect game plan, it was that one. You talk about the play action, number one, under center. This is that power pass that they've run multiple times yesterday. Pull the backside guard, downhill fake, snap your head around, linebackers step down, replace the linebackers with the tight end. That's vintage, almost New England Patriots from years ago with Rob Gronkowski. Lifted the coverage. You get a huge chunk explosive throw, but it's a very easy, in many ways, safe throw. Once again, under center, this time 22 personnel, 2 back, 2 tight end. Full flow from the offensive line. Look at the protection that you can guarantee your quarterback, and you don't have to throw the ball downfield. You can take your shot if it's there, but if the defense gets deep, easy check down. This is the decision making that you were referencing. And then creativity. Once again, the opportunity to do it this time in the gun. You start in 4x1. You motion away from 4x1. You get to 4x1. You pull the center this time. Ball fake, the tailback. This is the one when Cook a couple weeks ago scores down in the red zone. But the defenders are just trailing with him. Guys, I've given you 3 clips, 3 completions. They've gone for over 75 yards, and the ball never traveled past 10 yards down the field. And so you talked about it. 17 times play action, most. 159 yards, most. 7 10-plus yard plays, most. And touchdown passes, too. So I know we're critical of the wide receivers, and it may show itself again. But if you're Buffalo, this is the formula for what your game plan should be moving forward.
I think it goes without saying with everyone on this show for sure. We love what we do for a living, and we're grateful to do it. But there's some games and some moments where you're just like, I can't believe I'm paid to talk about this. He was so good yesterday, and he was so exciting. You mentioned the Shakir play. Can we see it? This is a 4th down and back against the wall. Look at Josh Allen here. 1, 2, 3. Burrow have to knock off Patrick Mahomes. So Patrick Mahomes seems to be knocked off. I don't know if we're going to see Burrow in January, and I don't know if we're going to see much of Lamar Jackson. Josh Allen is surging right now. Josh Allen was the MVP last year. And you mentioned Stafford and May. There's still 4 weeks left in this season. We might be talking at NFL Honors about Josh Allen, the MVP, once again.
I mean, Josh Allen now has 3 seasons with 20 passing touchdowns and 10 rushing touchdowns. That's the most in NFL history. What he's doing is historic. There's no other way to look at it. All right, how about some of the action between Steelers and Ravens? You're mentioning Lamar Jackson. Let's see what he did. This one for first place lead in the AFC. Left to play. Rodgers got the fist bumps. Go Steelers in prime position. The Steelers go on to win 27-22. And RC, let's start at the end. You good with the likely touchdown being called back?
Absolutely not. If I'm the Baltimore Ravens, I feel like I was football moved out of the AFC North top position. Listen, we know that things are different in the end zone. Isaiah Likely catches the football. I'm absolutely livid about this call because it has changed my situation. It has changed my position as it accounts to the playoffs this year and winning the AFC North. It's an absolutely blown call, in my opinion, and that's something that they now have to live with.
I agree with you, RC. You can't justify it. Like, you look at that, and it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown to everybody on earth. Like, that's watch
except
football.
For the people that
except for the people it need to be. And ultimately, like, this was a Baltimore Ravens offense that was struggling to find its way. And for a critical play to be taken away from them in that particular situation, that's a very tough pill to swallow if you Harbaugh.
Yeah, and they had like a lot of other opportunities, but this team was trailing because the Pittsburgh Steelers were actually able to produce some offense in this game. What did you like from Aaron Rodgers and that crew?
Well, I like the explosiveness. Obviously, that's something that's been missing. Talked about DK Metcalf not having to catch over 15 yards. They took advantage of man coverage, and he pushed the ball down the field, got it out of his hands quickly, hit Austin down the sideline as well. The running backs in space when they are catching the ball as well. But the other thing that stood out to me, RC, more than anything, when you talk about Aaron Rodgers, it's the most time he's had to get some pressure and trying to create and get Aaron off his spot. That's when we've seen this past game struggle. That's why they've had so many struggles. You give up an edge to Aaron Rodgers to go in for a touchdown. Like
Aaron Rodgers took the edge.
Okay, all right. This was an absolute disaster of a defensive performance from the Baltimore Ravens, in my opinion. And when you look at it now going forward, I don't think they have enough. We talked about this with the Chiefs some weeks ago. I don't see the Baltimore Ravens being in any area to be a threat to get into the playoffs and do anything.
Defensively, we thought they made that change with Aloy Gilman moving Kyle Hamilton closer to the line of scrimmage, and they were able to create pressure with Kyle, but now everyone is anticipating that they're going to bring pressure when he's in the box, especially in dime. I love the fact that Aaron Rodgers used his legs. There were plays that were created, not only the touchdown run, but he extended time, hit DK Metcalf across the middle. There was a drop by Calvin Austin on the side.